Hello and welcome to Inside Katsina on Trust TV. I am Ibrahim Yusuf. Now, water, they say, sustains life, and the provision of safe, portable drinking water, most especially in rural areas, is an undertaking that any government should take seriously. To this end, we try to explore how the Katsina State government set about this huge undertaking. And who best to give us insights onto how the Katsina State government has gone about this but the Executive Director, Katsina State Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency, Engineer Aminu Eyabu, who gives us a front row seat to catch a glimpse of how the Masari administration has gone about ensuring the people of Katsina, especially rural population, are adequately taken care of in terms of water supply and sanitation. Let's take a look.
Katsina State Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency was established by the law of Katsina State House of Assembly in 2003. And part of the core mandate of the agency is to coordinate all aspects of rural water supply and sanitation in Katsina State. By extension, as part of our core mandate is to ensure provision of safe, sustainable water supply, sanitation and hygiene in Katsina State, targeting the rural communities. So, and other oversight responsibility in terms of having a database of all intervention by other key players as it relates to water and sanitation facilities in rural communities of Katsina State. So having said that, I think since creation, the state agency has been implementing the mandate as enshrined in the law that established the agency. And fortunate enough, I was privileged to be the pioneer staff of the agency in 2004 when it was when it became operational. And since then, we have been working tirelessly in all the rural communities of Katsina State. And having been appointed as the executive director at the coming of this present administration of Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari in 2015, we continue to deliver our mandate as enshrined in the law that established the agency. And alhamdulillah, during the or from inception 2015 of this administration until now, I think RUWASA as an agency has been supported by the state government under the able leadership of Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari in discharging our core mandate, in making sure that all the support that the agency needed has been provided by the government in terms of our plans that we did in terms of appropriation for us to be able to deliver our services to the rural population of Katsina State. And from inception to date, I can vividly say that we have constructed almost 3,260 hand pump boreholes. We have constructed almost 68 solar powered boreholes. So by extension, based on what the policy has provided, whereby a hand pump will serve 300 people, while a motorized solar borehole is designed to serve 3,000 population. So from inception to date, we have increased access, or people have gained access in terms of wash or water facility in rural communities, totaling almost 1,182,000. We have increased access on water to rural communities using the policy of one hand pump to serve 300 people, and also a motorized solar borehole to serve 3,000 as contained in our draft policy, wash policy. So we have increased access by almost 1,182,000 during the period under review. Additionally, we have rehabilitated almost 1,360 hand pump boreholes. So by implication, we have restored access of almost 408,000 people in the rural communities within the period under review. We have also a program being anchored by the agency in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Water Resources called Partnership on Expanded Water, Sanitation and Hygiene in Nigeria. Katsina State is one of the participating states in which we collaborate with the Federal Ministry of Water Resources, and in it we have 6 participating local government. We have Danja, Funtua, Bindawa, Mashi, Dutse and Daura. And the strategy being adopted is that the Federal Ministry of Water Resources normally intervene in 3 LGAs, and they took Funtua, Danja and Bindawa, while the state government, in collaboration with the local government areas, we take the 3 LGAs of Daura, Masha and Dutse. And we have started intervening in this LGA since 2020, when the MOU was signed between the state government and the Federal Ministry of Water Resources. And as at today, we have been able to provide almost increased access by 21,000 people in this local government through the provision of 70 hand pump boreholes. And also we have restored access through the rehabilitation of hand pump boreholes for 26,000 people in this local government. We have also restored access through rehabilitation of motorized solar borehole in this LGA at the 3,000 people or beneficiaries per facility. We are able to provide 30, which when you multiply by 30,000, you have restored also access of by almost 90,000 people. So this is in terms of water supply. When you talk of sanitation and hygiene, in 2018, the state governor declared state of emergency in wash sector, was focused on stopping open defecation in the state. And he set up a wash steering committee chaired by him as the governor to see to the development of a short, medium and long-term plan on how we can be able to resuscitate wash sector in the state. Because from the wash diagnostic report, you find out that we are far below average in terms of improved access, especially as it relates to urban water supply. And also the open defecation is so rampant that has added in the, a lot of diseases being, people being infected with a lot of disease. And subsequently he declared state of emergency, and we swung into action as a statutory agency responsible for sensitizing the rural community to stop open defecation. And alhamdulillah, as I'm talking to you now, Katsina State has been certified or 24 local government of Katsina State has been certified as open defecation free local government, which make it the highest or the second in Nigeria after Jigawa. And this is a landmark achievement, and is because of the support the government of the state has been given to the agency. That is why we are able to achieve this height in this direction.
From the rehabilitation of already existing boreholes to the provision of new ones where none previously existed, the Katsina State Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency has made giant strides in the area of increasing access to potable drinking water for the rural population of Katsina State. While the efforts and successes on improved sanitation are also there for all to see. We'll take a short break now, and when we return, Inside Katsina continues. Stay with us. Welcome back to Inside Katsina on Trust TV, where we have been in conversation with the Executive Director, Katsina State Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency, Engineer Aminat Ayabu. Now, we asked how the agency is dealing with mitigating circumstances, such as the effects of climate change on water supply. Let's take a look.
Climate change is real, and it's all over, even in extraction of groundwater. Prior to now, we have shallow borehole that you can get sufficient water at a very shallow depth. Let's say it depends though on the formation, but due to the effect of this climate change, now is becoming very clear that in some of the formation we are mining groundwater. You know, groundwater need to be extracted, not to be mined, because when you are mining something, it means you are depleting it up to the time when it will finish. But in groundwater extraction, what we're supposed to do is to have equal recharge of what we are extracting annually. maybe through the lake, through the rivers, through infiltration due to rainfall. But due to the effect of climate change and urbanization, in some areas now, you will find out that the water level or the water table has gone down. If before you drill maybe 30 meters to be able to get an aquifer that will be sufficient for you to discharge maybe 0.4 or 5 of a liter per second, now you have to drill more in depth to be able, because the recharge is not commensurate with what we are extracting annually due to a lot of factors caused by climate change, urbanization, and other factors. So basically, as you rightly said, yes, we are seeing the negative effect of climate change in water extraction through borehole drilling. Basically, you see, we are going to look at it in terms of service delivery. Service delivery is related to so many factors. When I came here as the ED in 2015, we had a collaboration that was ongoing then by UNICEF and Katsina state government. At that time, we had only 11 local government that are participating. But from 2015 to 2020, the time the project was closed, we had at that time 26 local governments that are participating. And they are participating, it means the strategy is, achieving 100% coverage in terms of water, sanitation, and hygiene in the selected local government. So by implication, what it means is that all the component of water, sanitation, hygiene should be reached to the people residing within that local government 100%. In tandem with the policy that has been domesticated in the state. So by implication, we had a tremendous progress in terms of service delivery within that period from 2015 to date than what has happened between 2004 to 2014. That not to say the previous government have not done. They have done what they are able to do based on the circumstances they found themselves at that time. But we are privileged, as I told you, we had this UNICEF-funded project whereby it's a counterpart. The state and the local government provide 50%, while the UNICEF through, the DFID through UNICEF provide 50% as grant. And that has really helped us to scale up our service delivery in terms of number of facilities, in terms of how many people we reach to have safe water source. Also in terms of sanitation, as I told you, prior to that we have been clamoring on how we can be able to have one local government as ODF, as open defecation free local government. But because of the political will and the commitment of the management of RWASA and also the enabling environment provided by the governor, we were able to reach out to key stakeholders, including the Emirate Council, which they have facilitated in sensitizing the people to see the need to stop open defecation and also to construct latrine. This has really helped us, and other local government water and sanitation department and ministry for local government. They have supported this cause of open defecation with funding, with all the necessary assistance. Whenever we write to the governor requesting for support, he give approval, maybe to get some money from the JAC account. The Ministry for Local Government normally release this money to agency to implement. This has helped us to scale up, where, as I told you earlier, we have almost 24 local government that are ODF, which is second to Jigawa in the whole of Nigeria. Jigawa had the highest number of percentage of ODF local government. Of course, not because they have, I think, 26 local government. Out of 26, they have 25. I think it's only Guaram that remain for them to now certify the whole state as ODF. While we have 34, we have 24 as ODF. The other LGA is not that we are not willing, but because of the security challenge we have within the frontline local government, that is why we cannot be able to invite people from Abuja to come and validate. But underground, we have been working and we have seen result. Even in this year, outbreak of cholera, it has reduced drastically. And it's kudos to the effort the local government water sanitation department are doing with Ruwasa in sensitizing the populace on how they can be able to take care of their household hygiene and also stopping open defecation, because as you know, most of the causes of cholera is due to water and sanitation related diseases, inclusive open defecation. And it has reduced significantly. It shows that our work is not in vain. It is translating to, people having health value, and they can go and look for other means of livelihood than to go and look after their own health. So I think we have been doing very good. We have been doing satisfactory, and I believe within this period from 2015 to now, we have significantly added value in terms of our service delivery by providing safe water, sanitation and hygiene to rural communities, which prior to now, the number of access that we have reached to the rural community has never been so big like what we have now. As I told you, previous government too, they have done their own, but it depends on the circumstances they found themselves. But we have a governor that is a water professional by profession, and he knows all the terrain, so it's very easy for him to understand whenever we make our proposal requesting for support. Right now we have what is called SAWAJ, Sustainable Urban Water, Rural Water Sanitation and Hygiene. It's a World Bank project that is designed to last for 5 to 6 years. It has just, the implementation commenced this year, 2022. It's a kind of very unique project because it has never been implemented in Nigeria. It's a mix of investment project financing and project for result. What it means is a mix of using World Bank tool to implement and procure, especially at the state project implementation unit, while using project for result for the implementing agencies to implement and get some disbursement after a result has been achieved and verified by the World Bank through the IVAs, what you call verifiers agent, that will come after you have achieved result. And in the project operation manual, it has been stated that after result, these are the kind of incentives, and the results are always measurable in terms of access to water supply, access to sanitation in house, in community, in schools and health centers, and also improve household latrine. That is for the rural. We have for the semi-urban and urban, but for rural, where I'm heading, is more or less like targeted at improvement of latrine within the household, and also provision of water, sanitation and hygiene facilities in schools and institutions, and also provision or rehabilitation of facility, water facility in communities. So, but you are going to invest before you get reimbursed. It's not reimbursed because it's a loan anyway, but it has been designed in such a way that government have to invest to achieve result, while the international verification agent will come and verify that result as contained in the project operation manual. Now the government will get that loan in form of what they have spent with some addition that will help them to invest more in the water, sanitation and hygiene sector. We have to give kudos to His Excellency the Governor. At the inception of his administration, when I was appointed the executive director, we had serious challenge in terms of manpower that will deliver to that will deliver our core mandate as enshrined in the law that established the agency. But you know, as I told you, is a water person that has the background and know the terrain. Graciously at that time, he was able to, you know, approve for the engagement of almost 25 technical staff, that is engineers, geologists, and other cadre within the agency. And since then, we have enough staff. The only challenge, you know, the whole life is dynamic, and it's only change that is dynamic. So we employed, but again, along the line, some of them, because of their background, being engineers, scientists, they have moved out from the state to other places. So that is what is bringing down the number of technical staff that we have. But even now, we are trying to see how we can replace some of them. But at least to tell you that since inception, there was never a single employment with that magnitude of 25 people at a go. It was only during this administration that he gave that approval. Prior to that, as I told you, I was a pioneer staff of this agency. I know we had 1 or 2 employment of 5 or 6 within the span of 2004 to 2014 or to 2015. But after that, within that period from 2015 to around 2018, he gave us to employ approval. We employed 25 technical staff comprising engineers and geologists and other cadre in terms of capacity to build the capacity. And also, I think in 2020, he also gave us another approval. We employ, I think, 2021, he employed 5 another staff. So, alhamdulillah, and this is a privilege that has never been enjoyed in this agency prior to the advent of this administration of Aminu Bello Masari.
The provision of safe, portable drinking water and sanitation, especially in rural communities, is paramount on the list of priorities of any government that has the best interest of its people at heart. And the Katsina State government, under the leadership of Governor Aminu Bello Masari, has made giant strides in the area, going by the amount of huge investments it has made through the Katsina State Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency to ensure that the populace never lacks potable drinking water, and the results are quite visible in all rural communities across Katsina State. Now, this is how we wrap up this episode of Inside Katsina on Trust TV. Join us again next time as we explore another sector that has undergone monumental changes under the leadership of His Excellency Governor Aminu Bello Masari. Until then, I am Ibrahim Yusuf. Thanks for watching.